Uh, I guess hello. I planned a different video to release today. I pre-recorded it on the Sunday, but apparently that video was a two-parter, and the first part is as irrelevant as the second part would be, and I'm like, let's just do something instead. Let me just scrap that recorded video altogether. Let's just talk about the exciting things, that being the Series 13. As for those who don't know, Series 13 is going to run after the Worlds. It's unknown if it's going to be in line with the official VGC format, like it always used to be, but I guess probably going to be, but another question is if there are going to be any official events during that period of before the Scarlet and Violet. I would say this is the most fun format we can have, but probably the worst competitive format we could have at the same time. It's like, yeah, it's just like a mad scientist experiment. It's not supposed to be played seriously. And, well, it's like a lot of people, for example, you can already see here, they discuss Magearna, and Magearna is like, yeah, it's just there, you know? It's classified as one of the most terrifying Pokemon ever to see doubles Ubers in Smogon format. Last time I remember that a few of my friends play this. Mr. GX, Razor 456 played doubles Ubers in Generation 7, and they confirmed Magearna is ridiculous that. But on the other side, there's just Dynamax nowadays. And I think doubles Ubers in Gen 8, Smogon also bans Dynamax, although don't quote me on that. But this would pretty much mean that Magearna would not have like any kind of like testing round, and it just kind of sucks in the restricted form, Dynamax format, excuse me. I'm gonna be mixing up these along this video. You've got Flare Cannon, you probably want to use Flash Cannon. Both of these moves are excellent, and Throw Room, after all, you just got defense boosts, you remove the Spore capability, and then yes, Magearna got Throw Room. This is its main selling point. And Soul Heart not only gets raised if one of your opponent's Pokemon faint, it also raises when your ally faints, which is kind of like what's so terrifying about it. But like, everything runs Max Quake nowadays, so you're kind of forced to run Chocoberry, just so you don't get like randomly Max Quake by Zekrom, I guess. And I feel like Life or Max Quake could just kick out Magearna. It still gets Max guys here. It's like you want to run Focus Sash. Well, it's different from doubles Ubers because you cannot use multiple Focus Sashes, so that's kind of a waste on this, right? No one has so far made Magearna work so far from what I see in these tournaments. Maybe I'm gonna be wrong though. Hey, I see Magearna, but where is it? In the back? Is it set up Throw Room? Well, no. Because hey, there it is. I guess that's one way to put it, quite frankly. Hailstorm. This probably dies, yeah. And well, you see this. This is just where it gets ridiculous, but Volcanion is another one of these Pokemon which I found a bit underwhelming. It's like, there is a huge hype about it, right? Water Absorb, it absorbs Max Geyser, but it can just get Max Lightning for the McGeiger, and it's just kind of sad to see that. Also, this can happen. Damn! Well, that's one strat I didn't think to see, but it feels pretty efficient. Oh yeah, I put on Max, this guy wins now. It got Ice Beam, so that's another new thing I learned. So I guess it could work alongside Final Game with Victini, but you have to wait very carefully, or else this can, for example, happen, or like, I guess, Dynamax can ruin the Final Gambit. I'm just talking about nonsense, right? Let's just jump in a Volcanion. Like, it just gets destroyed by both Groudon and Kyogre. It got a pretty nice moveset, I guess, but it just even got Earth Power, you know? No Thunderbolt or anything. That's a bit of a shame. It got Will-O-Wisp as well, I guess Stone Edge for Charizard, but what I'm trying to say here, like, Volcanion would be really good if it was not in restricted format. Like, I would just be even like, oh yeah, give me Volcanion, but with like 540 base stat total, 60 less, but just give me fire water type in non-restricted, non-mythical mana. Like, they just wasted so much potential on a Volcanion, but it's just mythical, so it's like, we can't use it in VGC ever. And when we get to use it, it's just sandwiched by things like Geiger, which are 1,000 times more useful than this. So yeah, about these underwhelming, the underwhelming mythicals. I think Victini is not experimented enough with choice band, that is. We create just one shots semi-bulky Xenius, as show you here. And I think that's like good. It's like, that's good breakpoint. If you just KO this is good. This is just good. You need to be adamant, you need to be choice band, but you just KO this. If used alongside something like a Trukru Magirna, I think this just flourishes, you know. First one of our we create is 180 base power move that lowers defense, special defense, and speed. Just so it's kind of like, I guess it could be a recall move, but I just wanted to make it a little more overpowered and cancel that by switching out. So I really like Choice Band Victini. Keldeo I feel is a bit underpowered as well. It's like Keldeo would be good if it was not a restricted mana, or like Series 13, you know. Like, these stats are good for like normal VGC, but for restricted meta, it's like just use Skyogre. Just use Skyogre, you know. The Zero Aura is also super interesting. And by the way, I promise we're gonna play in a tournament once this match finishes. So I just wanted like some kind of talk before we just get into the tournament. But Zero Aura is probably the best like supportive mythical. It got coaching, it got fake out, it got like plasma fists. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I believe it got taunt as well. Oh, it got something else. I think it got helping hand as well. Quick guard if you are into that. Scary face, snarl. Okay, let's just join this tournament. So I think there are got a lot of like support potential, but something that's like overlooked are really kind of like the filler restricteds that didn't see usage because they're just worse than normal restricteds. Why would you use Zamazenta when you can use Asian or Geiger, for example? Now, Zamazenta can be used as a supportive Pokemon completely, you know? Like, look at this moveset, it's just fine, although it still sucks. It doesn't get any, like... It doesn't just use... It doesn't have enough base power to just... Like, Beam and Bash, it's just weak, alright? It's just weak, it doesn't get any damage off. But it can be used as a good coach in Mighty Guard Snarlmon. As kind of support Pokemon, but Grimmsnarl is still very good. What happened? Oh, it lost Eterna Max again. We do not want this, by the way. Eterna Max is still illegal. So, yeah. I think there are a lot of the filler restricted, like Zekrom, I believe, is just a better Rillaboom now. I mean, it doesn't have priority, but it definitely counteracts the Rillaboom with a lot of bigger base stat. Like, I mean, Geiger with a lot of meteor base stat total. Like, look at this. Just slap an Assault Vest. Ice Beam definitely doesn't do it KO. Hailstorm probably do it KOs anyways, but you just do so much more damage with Bolt Strike. I mean, you might even one-shot this, if I'm gonna be honest, without maxing, which is just I believe makes it a bit better than the Rillaboom is, you know. A lot of these filler restricteds, I would recommend trying to play around with these. Rush Around definitely works. Zamazenta and Zekrom are probably the best examples. You can use like Geigerization, Yveltal, and like maybe even Shadowrex as a support restricted, and then you just get like one of these like Dynamax sweeper restricteds. Dialga, Solgaleo, I think I talked about this one in the previous videos. Solgaleo, Dialga, Palkia, Reshiram are really good restricted Dynamaxers, but not very good outside of that. And now you can afford to run both of these, like, generalists, which I talked about, like Geigerization, but you can also run this full-on Dynamax restricted alongside stuff like Geigerization and Shadowrex. Now, that's that. You probably do not want to forget about running, like, the non-mythical Pokemon. Like, you can run six restricteds, which I think makes for a lot of fun team, which I'm gonna run this tournament. But I mean, you can still use Incineroar. Incineroar is still invaluable and underused. People just have to figure out how to use it properly. Parting Shot and Intimidate are still fantastic in taking down Pokemon like Groudon and Zacian out of their throne, you know. Rillaboom, I guess, could be still used for Fake Out. Venusaur is still great. Just Sleep is still amazing. Now than ever, you know. Charizard can be used as the so-called third restricted from Series 12, now returns in Series 13, and still hits like a truck. You know? Lucky can be used for speed control. I mean, speed control Whimsicott, just so you speed control better. Mingus is amazing in punishing Trick Room still. Mingus is just amazing. What else? Can use like Grimmsnarl still, you know. It's like, it's just, don't forget these Pokemon, they're still great. You will probably run like 2 of them at max, maybe 3 of them. But like Thundurus, I mean, not enough Intimidate actually for Thundurus, but don't forget about these Pokemon. Just if you need them, if you feel like you can mix them in definitely. It's just, it's gonna be a great payoff. So, yeah, this is all I just kind of generic. I think this is like generic stuff everyone kind of knows. But I think it needed to be said. So we're gonna start the tournament soon. As you can see here, I got a 6 restricted team. Oh yeah, the Cozy Core, as Lone Ranger has named this, is the let me just, let's leave out. Okay, so the Cozy Core is the like Calyrex, Kyogre. Oh, they're both wise. So basically the Cozy Core was supposed to be probably Kyogre, like Ogre, you know. So C, like Calyrex, Kyogre like O, Zacian like Z, and Evolta like Y. It's incredibly consistent combination of Pokemon that can pretty much match up against any restricted combination, like, extremely well. Chirex being kind of like the supporter, but maybe Trick Room, Snarl, Will-O-Wisp. You can use, like, Zacian for, like, generalist stuff. Kyogre can be maxed for generalist. Evolta is kind of like these, Assault Vest is very good to just stop most of these, like, Dynamax sweepers that use, like, high power. Full play is also great to stop weakness policy, but Snarl annoys Kyogre, Dialga, Kyurem, Shadowrax, like, it's great, like, in counteraction territory. And then you can just pretty much add any 2 Pokemon. Like, these 2 carry the... It's like, it just works. For reasons I have explained. Yeah, so let's get into this. We want Charizard with Max Lightning? Hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. We get Will-O-Wisp, and then let's just have these 2 guys on the back. These are just gonna close the game down pretty easily. Well... Yes, we outspeed Zeraora, because Zeraora is fast. Would be good and fast if it was not for the restricted in this meta. Calyrex just outspeeds it, which is a bit of a shame. Let me just... I fear getting one-shotted here, but... whatever. Just Airstream. Okay, that's a mistake then. See, not a lot of people are familiar with the format, so a lot of people make some early mistakes like this, for example. Shadowrax? No, Zeraora is back, maybe. Sonic tells me that this is Strawbright at 65%, which means this is going to be max speed Groudon. Which, do I care? Oh, it got coaching, but you can't coaching. Like, either Calyrex outspeeds and carries them before coaching, or coaching, whatever. Oh, it is really max speed. I was not kidding. Blaze King, okay. Good coverage for non-restricted format. This sucks. Yeah, Kyogre got Assault Vest, which is again, like, fantastic. Let's just Ice Beam. This guy's max speed, it won't do that much. Good one shot, or almost one shot. Okay. Let's roar of time. Let's just scare this thing. He's gonna go for double protect, but I just don't mind. Yeah, attack this guy like a champ. Radon gets KO'd, and then we can just bring this guy and just clean things up. You see, he just used like a lot of non-restricted, and I just kind of like out-resource him or her based on just the base stats and abilities and movesets alone, you know, and other qualities. You know, it's like it's just kind of sad. All right, Chromate, the Migirna guy with Scarf Bikini with Final Gambit, which actually does one-shot Zacian. Zacian has only base 92 HP, and even though I run max bulk and max HP, Bikini still like has base 100 base at base HP, so it's just gonna outspeed and just scare me. This is just tricky because you got Trick Room and Tailwind at the same time, right? Let's get Algon. Let's just get Shadowrax and Algon. Let's just do something nasty. Alright. That kind of works, I guess. I would really like max quick on a Tornadus, but I cannot since it's levitating. Let's go for like generic Astral Brush plus Steel Spike. Do you think it's this Shadowrax could be a focus action as well, but you know, whatever. And no Trick Room, and do I just go? Okay, at least there's no Tailwind, but this is also very scary because, you know, of course, Voltel comes in and it's only Voltel is a bit of a... It's a good Pokemon. He's gonna max Lightning into this slot. I did think that if Voltel goes for like... we better win this speed time. Alright, good, because I think we're gonna live this max Darkness now. Oh, opponent just airstreams. Okay. Yeah, by the way, this Voltel, I mean, I actually wanted to run Serious Nature, but just neutral in all the stats. No 10% decrease or increase, but I decided to scrap this. Assault West is missing a little bit right here. Especially since this guy will probably like max Darkness the Delicate and just War Spout. So let's just go for Sucker Punch. Just weaken it. Another max Airstream, which I found dubious. Water Spout gets severely weakened here. So, now what? I'd like to really double up this Geiger, but... because I think its origin pulses are 10,000 times more dangerous. Ugh. I think I lost this, unfortunately. Oh, I missed. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. But this puts me back into the game by some miracle. Just gonna. Oh, he has Heat Wave. Okay, that's actually really smart. But you need to be modest to one-shot the station. I think I'm just gonna get KO'd here. Oh, he got the Hurricane. So yeah, that's just that. Yeah, this guy like I'm running some kind of like, you know, whatever team I just came up with 3 hours into the metagame, you know, so it's kind of basic. It's like that Venusaur Tornadus thing, and just like combines a lot of overpowered stuff together for great effect, but it lacks some kind of like idea, you know, of course, like anti-meta ideas usually born like these kind of ideas, at least in my head, are born like 1 or even more months into the metagame. I can finally start like counteracting and stuff because everything else like right now is absolutely crazy. Everyone runs everything, and like this is just like a bit more coherent idea that works, you know. You got idea and some anti-meta things in head probably with the Meltdown, Airstreams, reverse sweeping. So yeah, that's that, and with Teeny just doing some meaty stuff as well. So yeah, like don't be ashamed if you lose right now a lot, because like, I mean, the ladder is not even on Showdown yet, you see. This is just a standard 2022 metagame, but I would say It just like tournaments are run pretty much non-stop. Every 30 minutes there's a tournament in VGC chat rooms, so feel free to just play there, you know. On PokemonShowdown.com, you can just like test things out. And I think it should be treated as a fun meta. Just experiment around, have fun. There's probably no like, and I wouldn't recommend, even if there would be original, I wouldn't recommend just going to it because this is just such a crazy meta with like no control whatsoever. At least at this point, I don't think it's going to get much better. It's going to get better, but not by much. So, yeah. Just have fun with this meta. You can do basically anything. You can do anything, basically. As long as the Pokemon is from Generation 8, you know. You can do anything, you know. Any moveset from Generation 8 can be used. Actually, I want to touch on this topic. Stuff like Jirachi with follow... is Jirachi even in the game? But Jirachi can only get follow me because it's a... Follow me is a Gen 5 even exclusive, same applies for Rayquaza with Recreate. It's a Gen 5 event, even before Mega Rayquaza, and then they decided to run Mega Rayquaza and like Recreate. Oh my goodness, what have we done? These two things were not meant together, but they were in Generation 6 and 7, anything goes. Oh yeah, Arceus, for example, like it's like Generation 4 mythicals like Darkrai, Darkboy, that has been nerfed to 50% accuracy, are not in the game. Arceus is not in the game, so is not Shaymin, like a lot of stuff is not in the game. That's that. Stuff like Bolt Strike with Teeny, which is like really, it would be really good, is not in the game because it's a Gen 5 event. Same applies for Bleed Flare, Fusion Flare, Fusion Strike, and Glaciate on Victini. They're Gen 5 event, movie exclusive, so that's that. I can't think of more examples, but there are some like bags, like Generation whatever events that are unavailable as well. Although a lot of them are only good like Gen 7, like Seismic Touch, Kangaskhan was a tutor in Generation 3. And stuff like that just doesn't exist, alright? It doesn't exist. And Eterna Max is still illegal, of course. So I think I glossed over everything I wanted to, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. Just put out some thoughts, but I guess that counts as well. So yeah, I'll be back maybe next week. Not sure because I'm going to be preparing for Worlds really well. But probably definitely gonna make a video actually. Definitely gonna make a video just discussing this fun meta game, so. And see like how it evolved in 1 week, because it's not even 24 hours into the meta, it's like 15 hours into the meta I'm making this video, so. Stuff is insane right now, so yeah. Alright, have a nice day.